My name is Keely Glenn, and I'm the choreographer for the work Linkage. As a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we have this commandment to look for our ancestors and to understand and get to know them and to do their temple work. But as an adopted person, I've never felt a connection to seek out either my biological ancestry or my adoptive ancestry. I feel like I'm in this limbo state, and so then I'm left with the question then, who am I connected to? Who is my linkage? Who is my lineage, or who is a part of my lineage? Over the years, through my dancing, my body research, I've really come to seek out my lineage through the body and through movement, and to see whose movement I have been inspired by and whose movement will continue through my cells and through my muscles as I go to teach not only my children, but my dance students as well. I remember going to Caroline Prohosky's funeral, and somebody who gave a talk said, "Caroline lives in our muscles." And I just remember that profound truth, and Caroline was one of my mentors, that she indeed still lives in my muscle memory, and her sense of seeing the world, her artistry, the repetition that we would do with her in our classroom still lives very deeply in me. I thought to myself, yes, Caroline lives in my muscles. Kathy Black lives in my muscles. Sarah Lee Gibb, these women who have come before me, indeed live in my muscles, even though I am not biologically part of their ancestry line. They are part of mine, and I am part of theirs through the movement. I feel the body reveals a lot of truth. It reveals a lot of truth of where we're at in our lives. I'm speaking from somebody who's had 3 knee surgeries, and yet I'm still dancing. Those 3 knee surgeries have really changed the way I work and create. I'm no longer able to jump, and yet within this new knowledge of my body, I'm finding deep meaning in layering or having God tell me, but there's more to you than this. There's more to you than your jumping. There's more to you than your deep lunging. And I need you to seek that truth. I need you to know that you're deeper, that you're more eternal than what you were able to do before. If I were to ask myself if I'm a good disciple, which I often do, I often ask myself, where has my body been? Who is it being with? What community is it living in? Who is it helping? How is it having more compassion? I really reflect back on my discipleship on the actions or the inactions that my body has done or is planning to do. There's definitely been, even this week, repentance process of being like, my body hasn't shown more compassion to others. Like I haven't unfolded into others. I haven't, because even if sometimes you feel that you don't have the compassion or empathy, if you do the action, then your mind and your spirit will change based on the body. I love reflecting back on where my body is. I look at that too when I reflect about Jesus' ministry. His body was with all different kinds of bodies in all different kinds of spaces. And I think about that constantly, that I want my body to be in as many different spaces with as many different bodies as possible.